Hey everyone, and welcome to another Star Citizen video. My name is Scary Spikes, and in today's video, I'm going to teach you all about a little technique I like to call cargo stacking, which will help you to improve your efficiency while trading and make you a ton more money. Make sure to watch the video all the way through to get the most out of it. Before we get started, of course, a huge thank you to Strawladar for being a VIP Gold channel member here on YouTube for 2 months now. I really appreciate your direct support and all of your direct support. It really means a lot to me and helps me to keep the lights on as well as to keep producing videos for all of you. If you'd like to help me and you find the video enjoyable, please make sure to leave a like down below to let me know, become a subscriber, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos in the future. Of course, you can also click the blue join button down below the video to also become a channel member or consider becoming a patron in the link down below. Thank you so much again for all of your support, and I hope you enjoy this video. So in order to understand how this cargo stacking system works, it's important to understand the relationship of orbital stations as well as their counterparts down on the ground, the main landing zones. What's important to note is that, at least for now, these two areas share their inventory together. So, for example, Lorville shares its inventory with Everest Harbor and vice versa, Bajini Point with Area 18, New Babbage with Port Trezor, and of course Orison with Port Olisar. Now, it's not going to be like this forever, and unfortunately, from what I've been hearing in 3.17, we're expecting to see this feature be removed, as it was expected to be a temporary measure anyway. But by following the steps in this video, you can make the most of the system now while you still can before the patch drops and make a lot more money. The reason for this is because not only the inventory is being shared, but also the cargo on all the ships. Let me show you what I mean. So the very first thing that you want to do is take your favorite cargo ship. In my case, it's going to be one of the Hercules lineup, and in this particular case, it's going to be the M2 series, and you want to make a route over to a place where you know you can get some commodities. One of my favorite and honestly easiest routes is just going from Everest Harbor or Lorville over to Ariel and either to the ports of Bezdek or Lathan to pick up some titanium. It's pretty cheap and you can pretty much get as much as you want. Once you land, head over to the building with the orange antenna to pick up the commodities that you need. Before you disembark your ship though, remember to press I and disengage your engines. This will prevent your ship from being blown over by any adverse weather events, and it's probably going to save your skin more than once, so make sure to go ahead and do that, but do leave your power on so that your shields don't have to regenerate when you get back into your ship. Once you're inside the building, simply head over to the terminal and make sure that you're on the buy tab. Go over on the left hand side and pick the ship that you want to buy some stuff for, and in this case looks like we do have a little bit of Laranite, so I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. It's only 25 SCUs, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And we're going to go ahead and supplement that with the rest in titanium, and then we'll be ready to go. Once you've got all the cargo you need, simply head back to where you came from, making sure not to go to the business district of the landing zone, but to leave the ship stored at the orbital station that you came from. This will be important later on. Once you've landed over at the station of your choice, make sure to head over to one of the ASOP terminals and first of all, just ensure that the ship that you flew in is being properly stored. There's a quick note about a bug that we used to have where storing ships with cargo on them would bug them out and the cargo would be lost forever. That is no longer the case as it has been fixed in a previous patch, so you should have absolutely no problems clicking on the little store button to store your ships at the station. So now what you want to do is go ahead and repeat that exact same process with each and every one of your ships that has the capability of carrying cargo. So for me, that's going to include the Caterpillar, the C2 Hercules, as well as the Carrack. And once I'm done that, I'm going to go ahead and head down to Lorville in one of the smaller ships. We'll go ahead and sell everything that we have. Alright, so once you've landed at Lorville, and we'll just use Lorville as the example for this video since that's where I am, you're going to want to go ahead and make your way out of the spaceport and run down the stairs here, and just follow the path until you get to the metro system. Alright, once you're at the metro system, you're going to have two choices, Metro Center and the Business District. You're going to want to go ahead and head down to CBD or the Central Business District and just wait for the train here, which will take you to the main business district of Lorville, where you'll get to sell all the goodies that you got. Alright, so simply get off the train and make a right going out of the train and run up these stairs as you see me doing here, and then you'll want to hang a left into the main entrance of the business district. It is a little bit of a convoluted path, but you do definitely get used to it, especially when you do it every day. So run to either side of this room, and I like to run until the very end here because this panel doesn't have any glare, so it's a lot easier for me to see. Go over to the Cell tab, and then you'll have all of your ships here. So you can see that we have the Carrack, the Crusader C2, the Crusader M2, and the Caterpillar. So you can go ahead and just systematically start selling everything. Note that we're currently on 0 alpha UEC, which is not something I would recommend to anybody. Just in case, it is always good to have a little bit extra, but I just wanted to do this to really demonstrate the point of how much money you stand to actually make. We'll go ahead and start selling everything here slowly. And there may be some bugs where you might not be able to see the contents of your ship once you select it. So if that's the case, like right now, for example, just go ahead and just select it one more time and you should be able to see it again. So don't panic. Everything is there. And even if you crash, so if you have a crash to desktop or you have a 30K, as long as it happens a couple of minutes after you buy all of your cargo, generally speaking, you should be okay. There is a heartbeat every server tick as far as I know. So you should be good to go as long as you survive at least a few minutes. I would say at least about 5 minutes or so, or whatever a server tick is. So still getting that bug. We'll go ahead and select this again. Sell the Laranite. We got a little bit lucky on some of the Laranite runs. We were able to pay 200K for one batch of it, and I think about 70 or 80K for another batch. So not too bad. The rest, of course, we're going to substitute with titanium since it's very readily available. And there we go. And finally, the titanium. Okay, so that does it. There's nothing else here. And as you can see, there's definitely a benefit to doing all of this all at once, because otherwise we'd have to be taking that train and basically running back and forth, constantly calling up ships and spending a lot of extra time doing that instead of actually moving cargo, which is what's making us the money. We open up the Mobiglast, we can see that we are now at 2.246 million. So we made, I think we started out about 1.9 million. So we made a pretty good chunk of change, a few 100,000 here in a very short amount of time. I'd say about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how quick you are getting in and out. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that video and that it was helpful to you. If it was, please do let me know by leaving a like down below and becoming a subscriber. Make sure to turn notifications on to never miss a video in the future. And of course, also consider becoming a channel member and a patron. The links are going to be down below. I do also stream Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. And of course, you can also join our wonderful Discord community. Again, those links will be down below. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and hope to see you in the next video.